What up, y'all? It's Call. This is Jose, and you're watching Talking Ball. Hope everyone is well, keeping dry, keeping warm on what is a nasty, nasty Monday in Evansville, Indiana. Hope everything is sunny and perfect though in your part of the world. You're having an Evansville like day over in England today.
It's not sunny here.
Ever?
Yeah, it's not sunny. Well, no, it's absolutely out there at the moment. It's chucking it down. It's been like this for just over 3 weeks here in this country, and
You know what?
Like it's here to stay.
Yeah, bad flooding and stuff I'd heard about too. So yeah, my heart goes out to everybody who's been impacted by that. Hope everybody stays safe. Everybody watching, stay safe and take care of your friends. But yeah, we've got some people that are already in the chat. We just started the show, Jose. What the heck? We've already got friends here.
Nice.
Adrian Stroka says, "Good afternoon, all." Good afternoon yourself, Adrian. Very, very good to have you with us, man. Also got some Talking Ball fellow who won't leave us alone. Lily White Lane. We know who that is. Big up panel and chat.
Big up. That's Robbie and Lily White Lane.
Yep. Big up, Robbie. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing really well. Thanks for joining us today. We truly appreciate it. And then finally, Audio Artisan.
There's another one.
One of the original. Whoa. I put up a special thing for you earlier. So I just want to say big up to Chris Peters, Wayne Bonner, Soji Forgot, and Maria Williams, our lovely Patreon members. We have one of them right here. It's Wayne Bonner.
So Wayne, you joined us. Tomorrow is the Patreon show at 7 p.m. English time. So we need to get in contact with you to try and get you so you come on tomorrow. So tomorrow the show will be fronted by the Patreon members. Colin and I, if not both of us, at least one of us will be in the background, but it'll be yourselves and you'll be running the show. We'll give you the topics and it's all over to you guys. So you'll be reading the messages and everything. It's a takeover tomorrow. So we need to get in contact with you to make sure that we can get you on as well. Because
I'm gonna send you my number on I'll send you my number through Patreon. I forgot that there's actually a chat service there, so I can send a message through Patreon. So I'll do it that way, and we'll get them taken care of. We'll get you on, Wayne. I can't wait. It's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna do these periodically, just for the members to have their say, to be able to take part in Talking Ball. Which you guys can always take part. Get in your comments. We make sure we read every single comment. That is our promise here at Talking Ball. We are here for you guys. We're kind of fostering and creating a nice Spurs environment, and we're really glad to have you in it. Super glad. The show wouldn't be anything without you guys watching, and we really appreciate it. One thing we did want to tell everybody, kind of some news for the week. Just like everything else, the U.S. and the U.K. and the rest of the world can't ever decide to do anything on the same time or at the same time. So currently, Jose and I are an hour apart from each other. So it's an hour later for me than it is for Jose. And so it's kind of messed up our timing. So the show is going to be a little bit later, a little bit shorter, for about a week until November 5th. Shows are going to be just about an hour, a little over an hour instead of our normal, sometimes 2-hour time frame.
Because our clocks here went back on Saturday, and in North America they go back on the 5th of November.
Correct. Yes, sir.
So Guy Fawkes night, bonfire night.
Remember the 5th of November, of course.
So when the North Americans then catch up and do their time change, then it gives Colin more time. Otherwise, Colin's time, because I work and the earliest I can go on is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it means Colin's then limited to an hour or so, or just about an hour before he has to go to work himself. However, when the clocks do go back, Colin will be back to the same time zones that we were pre-Saturday. So it will make the shows slightly longer. So thank you for sticking with us, and I hope you appreciate that.
Boom. Very well said, my friend. Very well said. Wayne Bonner, though. What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a great Monday. I haven't really started it yet. Oh, wait. I forgot. You didn't know what meant the other day.
Meh.
Oh, meh.
She said meh. She kept saying meh all the time. I was like, what's meh? I know what mare is, M-A-R-E, But Meh, I presume that's spelled M-E-H, and I just know what it meant. She's just yeah, but he's Meh. He's Meh.
Oh,
My lovely Mia. She was saying it was
one of our Patreon members herself, Mia. Hope you're good, Mia. If you're watching this, hope you're well. Look who we've got in the house. Oh, so I guess waiting to tell you, I'm having an okay Monday, but I haven't done anything of substance yet, so it could all go to crap in about 2 seconds.
And I've put on the heating for the first time this year.
I have not. You see this, and I've got shorts on, and I'm actually hating my life right now for that. But yeah, no heat on yet. It's awful. I want to, but I'm trying to hold out. I'm trying to get 1 month of no, you know what I mean, no heat and no air conditioning. Okay. So, but you had to do it. You had to kick it on, huh? Did it have that smell? I don't know why. Every time I turn on my heating for the first time of the year, like it's got like this smell.
Do you have central heating? Central heating?
Yeah.
Okay, no, our central heating here doesn't smell.
Interesting. Yeah, it's only like the very first time. I think it's literally like dust that is accumulated in your in the vents, like burning off or something. But yeah, so Wayne, it's an okay Monday. It's an okay day. Still basking in the glory of the Spurs win. Ben Kaufman, though, is here as well. Ben Kaufman, not somebody that we are blessed with their presence every single show. So Ben, very nice to have you here, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
I was on with Ben this morning on Cockerel Do.
Nice.
And
say that 10 times fast, right?
Yeah. So Ben's just come back from being away for a week, and I'm having chats with Ben and to try and get Ben on later on this week.
Boom, Ben. Well, I hope to see you, man. It's been a while since you and I have spoken, so I hope you're well. Hope your trip went well, and very nice to have you in the comments. Always good, my friend. Then we got Julie Severs in the chat saying, "Good day. Short and sweet is cool too. I presume that is in reference to the length of the show." Then she said, "Meh and black are great words. They are in your vocabulary for sure." And then burns off the dust in regards to the first that smell, the first heat of the winter. Tot Spurs in the house. Big up, call Jose and all. I love how that all rhymes. Big up, call Jose and all. Yeah, you throw y'all in there, and you're cooking. You're cooking with gas at that point. Jose, real quick. Spurs, remind me again where we are in the Spurs, like the Premier League table. I know there's another table we're going to talk about today, but remind me again where the Premier League table is. We're not doing too bad or anything this season, I don't think.
Still top. Unlike top Spurs.
Ooh, Jose is throwing darts. Watch out, Tot Spurs.
Tot Spurs gave it to me all of last week. I will say, Tot Spurs, I think you're still above me.
He says VAR screwed him.
Yeah, you're still above me in the league, Tot Spurs, but I've really caught up with everybody because I smashed the whole of this week.
I'll let you know that I'm out of the relegation zone, so...
Are you?
I'm happy. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've now got more players played last week, so we've gone from 15 to 19 people now.
Oh, so is our relegation zone? Is it a bigger range? Is it a wider range?
We might have to go up to 3 soon. Might have to give it a miss this week.
And I'm still in relegation zone. Well, we'll look at it later. We'll look at that. Jose, was that a handball? And which match are you speaking, Tot Spurs?
He's talking about Tottenham, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Good question. I thought it was. I rewatched the extended highlights before the show today. I think it was.
But Tot Spurs. Hold on, Tottenham. Let me go back to Tottenham. Yeah, Tot Spurs had it as 0-2 for Tottenham, and I had it as 0-3. But we both got a point. Both got a point each for that. I mean, we'll see later when we put up the tables and the scores. But yeah, it wasn't handball in my eyes, but you know.
Yeah, it looked like one to me. Sure, looked like one to me. It looked like something that would have been called against us. But maybe that's me being, everybody's against us. But I think it would have got called had it been James Madison or somebody that happened to.
When's the replay?
The Palace. The
Liverpool replays. They announced that yet?
Oh, I'm not sure. No, you're hilarious. Oh my God, why did it take me? I was like, hold on, what are you talking about? But no, that was announced. That's gonna happen. Leap year. some year where there is no.
We haven't called for a replay. It's been given. At the end of the day, things go around and come around for everybody, don't they?
Right. Yeah.
To me, if we're going to talk about that handball, to me, if it wasn't handball, then why would the VAR spend so many times reviewing? And then what the commentator said on Sky, because I don't know whether people are aware, but this is in the last 2 weeks, Sky seemed to have link-ups with the VAR room.
I think that must be a new thing.
They're able to tell us what's going on. We can't hear it. We can't see it. But they tell us the audio because they've got the audio. And they tell us what the decision is before the referee's even told. It seems to hit Sky pundits get it straight away. And the Sky pundits said that they did, it was a handball, or it did brush the hand, but it never gave them an advantage. And I just thought to myself, but that's stupid, because to me, I thought if you committed a handball in the phase of scoring a goal, then it's chalked off completely. Now, the ball's rolled down him, it's brushed his fingers, and the ball stopped dead for him to strike the ball.
Yeah. If that's not affecting the game, then what is, right?
But there again, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But we've got
swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people commenting about, will we win the league? Are fans this way, that way, the other, whatever? The way that I see it and the way that I keep describing it is, the league doesn't lie. The league will tell you after 38 games who's been the best, second best, third, all the way down to 20th. And at the moment, the fixture list throws up all the fixtures. The computer throws up all the fixtures at the start of the season. So you've got to play everybody twice, both home and away. And there's a certain order you've got to play fixtures in, because that's how it's deemed by the computer. And at the moment, we've played the first 10 games that the computer had for us. Like every other team in the league's played 10 games, the way the computer had it for them. And after 10 games, we are top of the league. And it's on merit. It's on merit because we've played the teams that we had to play in order. We've had no postponements yet. So we've played every team in order. And we are currently where we are because of what we've done over 10 games. Now, that's undisputed. That's factual. Now, the other thing is that a lot of us, and I will say a lot of us, but it depends on your age group as well, but a lot of us have seen despair at Tottenham, in our lifetimes. So to see something as positive as what's happening this season so far, then of course people are going to jump on the train and people are going to go for the ride. And at the end of the day, if we didn't happen to win the league, right, then we would have had a good go at having a better season than last season and the season before. As I said the other day, statistically, teams that are top after 10 games. So they showed the statistics yesterday on Match of the Day 2. So teams that are top after 10 games, I think they either win the league, or they come second, and there's a couple that have come third, and only one team finished fourth, I think. So at the end of the day, if we were talking about getting Champions League football, although I think we need a bigger squad and a better squad to do that, to actually compete, not even to win it, but just to compete. But the thing is, if we finished 8th last year and we're going to finish higher this year, providing we don't have injuries and stuff like that, there's variables, there's a lot of things that can happen, but not only to Tottenham, that can happen to every team in the league. It's not just Tottenham that are looking at this. Every team in the league.
It's not Tottenham in a vacuum. Exactly. People look at it as if it is, as if we lost Kane, so we're losing these goals. No teams around us are going to, before the season starts, people like to make a lot of predictions about Spurs as if it's Spurs in a vacuum by themselves. But as you just rightfully pointed out, it's a combination of so many different factors coming together over a season's time.
Yeah, it'd be everybody. I mean, some people have more injuries than others. Some people may have VAR decisions go their way more than others, and some may have them not go their way more than others. It all depends. In a season, you can throw the cards up in the air. So if you've got a pack of cards, 52 cards, you can throw them up in the air. And how they fall, they fall. You just got to pick each one up. And that's what happens throughout the season. But I, for one, I'm very happy where we are at the moment. Listen, we could have been fourth this season, and I still would have been happy. If we played the way we're playing, not negative football like it has been for 3 or 4 years, and we're bringing players on and we're doing what we're doing at the moment, I'd still be happy. It just so happens that we're first. Simple.
I actually could not agree with you more. It's the football, it's the atmosphere, it's the feeling around the club that's making me happy, and then the league position is just that icing on the cake. So there was a couple players that I wanted to kind of dote on during the show today, and was wondering if you mind if we start with our captain. So I just wanted to throw this banner up here, and I wanted to get your opinion. I didn't talk to you about this at all, but I think this is a lot of words, so I'll read it out. Sonny, being the main man at Spurs, is making us better, and it's his attitude that has made the biggest difference. Changed my mind. I think that he's got a winning mentality. He's got a lot of positivity. Positivity breeds positivity. Like at the office, I try to be the happy guy, the guy that's in a good mood. That's always like, all right, we can do this, everybody. We got this. Come on, it's all good. We're in it together. And Sonny just seems like that guy, like to a T. Like that's him personified. And so it's like, I don't know. Do you think that and him being the captain and having even more of an influence, being the main man with that extremely positive can-do attitude that he has, do you think that's helping to change the team? Because it seems like we've seen a big shift in squad like mentality and harmony, and so
I think Sonny's always been a player that's been admired and revered by the players at Tottenham, whatever season we've been in. But I think the difference is now is where you had Kane, and Kane was the main man and took most of the limelight. He's now gone, and the limelight's now firmly on Sonny. However, Sonny's also taken on the mantle of being captain. But the other sound piece of work and judgment that Ange has made is by dismantling the so-called leadership group and having a captaincy group. It's notable that the leadership group, players have either gone and left the club or are nowhere near the first 11. And I mean nowhere near. They could be further away from the first 11. And then him putting in a captaincy group, not a leadership group, a captaincy group, where you have a captain for the defenders, a captain for the midfielders, and a captain up front. And that has boded well for us. And obviously, the main captain and the club captain is Sonny. So he has to lead from the front and lead by example. There's no getting away from the fact that Sonny is a world-class finisher. Now, you give the ball to Sonny. It's weird because Sonny, we're used to seeing Sonny score worldies from outside the box, right? So imagine the worldies and the way that he sets himself up and the way that he strikes the ball and positions his body 20 yards out. Well, all he's doing now, he's doing exactly the same, but shaping his body inside the 12-yard box.
Yeah.
So, and I said to, for people that will listen to anything I've got to say, I'm an old git, but if you want to listen to what I've got to say, I keep saying if we get players that can play the Postecoglou way that he played at other clubs, where they can get the ball into the box nice and low, not high, because Sonny hasn't got the height to start beating people for headers. But if you can get the ball in along the deck, Sonny is so quick over 3 yards that Sonny can create and make that space for himself and then finish the move off. The guy that they're playing up front with Celtic, Kyogo Furiashi, he is smaller in stature than Sonny, in height and in stature than Sonny. Yet he's walked away with nearly 30 goals because Jota and whoever played on the other side put the balls in low to him and he met them. We've got that. The frightening thing is that Ange says that defensively,
we're on track.
It says the team, not the defenders. Defensively, he's talking about as a team. He says defensively, we're way in front of the track. And he says that we've got that down to a T, the way the team defends. But the way the team attacks, especially in the last third, he is not happy. Now, imagine what we will be like when he becomes happy.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be something to behold. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Who could
I'm
stop
not.
that?
I want to see us start drubbing teams. I want to see us walking away with 4s and 5s. That's what I want to see. But
Yeah, we should be.
deserved 4s and 5s, not luckies. Deserved 4s and 5s. That's what I want to see going forward. Now, Postecoglou Postecoglou's made some master strokes. But yes, Sonny is leading from the front. He is the main man. I can't change your mind. He is the main man. He puts in a shift. I mean, it's interesting because this morning I was on Cockle Doodle Doo with Ian Lubin, who'd gone to the game. He managed to get a corporate, I'd say, sat on the halfway line, and he watched the game live. And when you watch the game live, it's different to what we see on telly. So I like to ask people that have been to the game is my thoughts, because I've not gone to the game, what I think. Is it similar to what you've seen at the game, or have you seen something that I've not noticed and I can't see on television? And I ask this all the time of people that have been to the game.
What do you say?
Well, no, this is what I'm saying. I ask certain questions. I mean, admittedly, I think I said yesterday that I thought Sarr was off the pace in the first half, but I felt Sarr was man of the match in the second half. Well, according to Ian, he said that he didn't say first, second half. He just said Sarr was immense the whole game.
I can agree with. Yeah.
So, you know, people, it's difficult because we'll have an opinion from watching it on telly, but the opinion at the ground will be totally different because you can see everything from
off
back
the
to
ball
front.
movement. Right.
Yeah, we're not just watching the camera where the ball is and where the phase of play is. They're watching it from behind, or they can see the whole pitch. So it's a different view altogether. So I appreciate those that go to games that then give me, their opinions of what they've seen at the game.
Yeah. No. 100%. 100%. And so basically, though, he was saying the same about Sonny. He was agreeing with Sonny's contribution and off the ball movement and all that stuff. He corroborated that for you. Is that?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything less. I wouldn't expect anything less from Son. I think the next player that I would like to talk about. So let me get rid of this banner. And we will get ready for something special. And this is for everybody out there who loves himself a little James Madison. My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa. The James Madison theme song, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, James Madison. Before we get into talking too much about the man himself, I got to get through some comments or we are going to get lost in the sauce here. We've got Dirty Sanchez tuning in. This has been a while ago, but Dirty Sanchez says hello back. I hope you are well. Hope you're still here. I'm sorry again for taking a while on these comments. That is my fault. Todd Spurs points out that, in any race or in a race, anything can happen. But you got to do your best and see where you finish. Any sport. Fair enough. Can only do what you can do. It's too many though. Can you think of any top 6 team who literally is a player away from in about 5 positions? Anyone goes down, we're in trouble. I can get what you're saying, Daniel.
I understand as well, but what I will say is last season Arsenal lost one player, Saliba, and their season ended. We're not talking 5 players in different positions, just one player. Their season ended. You look at Man United at the moment. Man United have been their defenders. It doesn't matter who they bring in. Their defence has been decimated. So whether you replace a left back for a left back or somebody else, or you replace a centre half or the right back even, they're 11 points off us. So it's not just us, it's other teams as well. It happens to a lot of other teams as well. Yeah, I know we have to improve the squad, but we've got to play with what we've got. The only fortunate thing at the moment, and Ange will get to see it, is that we've got players that are coming back from injury, and therefore the squad looks bigger, and for him to choose from, because at the weekend, Veliz didn't make the bench, which I was gutted.
Yeah, that's a sign.
Veliz didn't make the bench. Ashley Phillips didn't make the bench. Perisic is not going to make the bench. Odogi didn't make the bench. You've got Solomon, who is out injured as well, didn't make the bench. So you're starting to see now, that there's a lot of players that are coming back. Bentancur made the bench, and we saw minutes from him. At the end of the day,
amazing.
It only bodes well for us. I think that we are light. If I'm going to say it, I think we're light probably in our heads because we don't like the players that are going to come in, but probably defensively we're light. But then in midfield and attack, the front six, we've got loads and loads of options. It's just defensively we may not have the options we think.
Yeah, no argument there at all. We need a defender, at least a center back, so that we can push Van de Ven over to left back. Something needs to happen because we've seen that we're one player away from Ben Davis at left back, which just isn't going to work. Let me get this obnoxious banner off here, but Lolo is back, yo. And back to some comments. We've got a bunch. My mom says that she's happy to just face the match ahead, one at a time, gobble up 3 points and move forward.
Yeah.
Agree. Rakesh is in the house. Rakesh,
hi,
what is
Rakesh.
up, my man? He says, hi, guys. Hi to you, my guy. Daniel E. again. Even Arsene Wenger says Spurs are contenders for the league. What is going on in the world? Yeah, I'd seen that quote as well. I was going to ask about that. Jose, I'm guessing you saw it?
No.
I'll read it out. I'll read it out in just a second. But yeah, if Sonny scores 30 goals this season, we will win the title, says Rakesh. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it. Anybody scores 30 goals, their team, unless they're like stat padding and you know what I mean, scoring 5 against minnows over and over.
If that's the case, right? I'm saying that Sonny is going to he's going to go past the 20 mark. Yeah. I've said that already. I've said that earlier on when I was talking about Sonny. Sonny will go past the 20 mark. Stays fit, and that he will score more than 20. So, wow, 30 goals is a lot of goals. I mean, we're 1/3 of the way through. Sorry, 1/4 of the way through the season, and Sonny's already 8 goals. So, if you did that for each other quarter, then he's reaching 32, isn't he? Scary.
Yeah.
Scary, and it's scary. What's scarier is what other players in the team scoring as well.
And Sonny hasn't even peaked. I don't think that he's hit the peak of what he can do in this system. So long may it continue. We've got Goguma in the house. Goguma, I haven't seen you in a really long time. I hope you're well. She's a big up, Colin. Big up to you, Goguma. She's big upping you as well, Jose. Goguma is a real one. I'm sure you've met her on other shows, but she's one of the coolest, nicest people in the whole world. So Goguma, thanks for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope life is treating you well, friend. We got Wayne Bonner. Front three needs to change up. Personally, drop Richie and Kulu and let Hill, Modric, and Johnson loose on the opposition. I definitely agree with Johnson, and I was going to talk about that with you, Jose. Do you think that it's time that I watched those extended highlights of the match just to have it fresher in my mind today, but Richarlison did lose the ball quite a few times.
But right, so the way Postecoglou wants to play, right, is he wants to play quick ball. So he wants people that quickly pass each other, pick up ball, pass. So to be quick and play through the lines as quickly as possible. And in all honesty, Richie's not that man. I saw Richie trying to do it. So Richie would get the ball, and as he's got the ball coming to him, he was trying to knock it down the line to the person that was going further up beyond him straight away. Obviously, he's not as technical for some reason. I'm not sure he's Brazilian because I see other people that are technically better in doing that than him. The person that I find is the quickest with his feet and quickest with his thought is Hill. I think Hill is that quick, and it remains to be seen. But I'd be happy to give Hill a chance on the left, Johnson a chance on the right, with Sonny down the middle. At this present moment in time, unlike with Celtic, where we saw players that would go past and get down to the line and put the ball in the box, albeit on the ground, they had players that could do that but played on the natural side. So therefore, us saying Brennan Johnson is right-footed and Hill is left-footed. So it's something that I'd like to see. However, all the players and all the permutations that Ange has put out there thus far have been players playing inverted on their wrong foot. So playing inverted. So
I wonder how much of that's down to necessity, down to that's interesting. That'll be interesting to find out, to see if that changes, throughout his time here. Because I don't know if I've got his play style completely worked out. I know that Adrian kind of talks about that sometimes whenever he's on the show. So it's hard to suss out exactly like a play style. He seems to be a little more fluid with his tactics than I expected him to be when he came in. Not always the exact.
Yeah, what Postecoglou said is that he has players that have got similar. Let's say he's got players that can play in positions, but all have different attributes. So it's the way he sets the team up and what he wants his individual players to do against the opposition, because he always plays to try and find the weakness and the opposition and our strength against that weakness. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, whether he's playing Sarr, Maddison and Basuma in midfield, he's telling these three to do something, whatever, tactically to get one up on the team that you're playing against, and he does that with all the players.
That's how it should be with every team you play against. I mean, that's a good manager right there.
But that's what you think a coach would probably set their teams up to do, that, wouldn't they? That's what you'd like to think.
Why is that a surprise? Why is that supposed to be a big deal? But I guess it is, and it's wonderful that it's us. I'm glad that it's happening with us.
But managers we've done in the past have just set up the same system over and over and over again.
And just bullishly went through with the same thing and thought it'll eventually work. Oh my God, these comments. So Ian Barron is here. Ian, good afternoon to you too. Thank you for liking the video. Thanks for the good luck. Hope everything's good with you. And thanks for. Hope you had a good weekend too, man. Good to see you. Ben Kaufman again, just with the smiley faces, talking to Goguma here. A lot of it is chat, which is great because I'm glad everyone is chatting and having a good time. Ian Barron says we got beat 2-1. We were 9 points from safety, not good. Typical Darlington.
Darlington till I die.
Darlington till I die. Darlington, man. I'm gonna have to look into them more. But Daniel, he says yeah, that's what you mentioned. Close to Brighton, is that right? Or
no. Darlington's up the north. It's up north. Brighton's down south. Brighton's down
my geography's shit. Apparently. Well, I'll work on that. Everybody. I'll get my geography skills up to par. I apologize. I bet I could get you on some United States ones, though, just to I bet I could, you know what I mean, get you looking silly on some of those. But maybe not. Maybe you know this country better than I think. But Daniel E says Benson Kerr's back is a huge boost. And are you not worried that Valise at least not on the bench? And you did mention that you were kind of upset about that, right?
Yeah, I think as players come back and they're getting more fitness, it will start moulding what he wants. I mean, at the end of the day, you're allowed to have 9 substitutes, and it appears that we have quite a few defenders that are still on that bench. So instead of having a couple of defenders, we seem to have like 3 or 4 defensive-minded people on the bench, and there's no room. You've got 25 in a squad. You've only got a room for 11 match day players and 9 substitutes, so 5 are going to miss out. And last week, Villiers missed out. So did Donnelly, and so did Phillips, which some of the younger players that have been in and around missed out this weekend. So I'd rather.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, I mean, they've been involved with the first team. They've been involved. They've not been static cones like people were under Conte, so they have been involved. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I agree with what you're saying, and he's got plenty of time. It's not like his career is wasting away in front of him or anything. But yes, everybody smash that like if we are top of the league. Everybody get your like smashed and show this channel to your Spurs friends. Help me grow the channel, guys. Come on, we're at 356. We've really we've hit like a little jump in the last week or so. So thank you guys for that. But anyway, Goguma, Sonny's getting 30. You heard it in this chat first. It was said here on this show. Sonny will get 30 goals this season. But yeah, Daniel's saying that we need a defender, but not a defender who's happy sitting on the bench and not playing every week. And it'll take a lot to bench Van de Ven or Romero.
But at the moment, so if we had another centre back there now already that was primed and ready to play, then Van de Ven may have played left back instead of a doggy on Saturday, and then you bring a centre half in. So basically, it's getting people that can play across the back line. Is what my thoughts are. If you look at Alan Manchester City, their back 4 or back 3, whichever ones they play, are all central defenders. There's no right back there anymore, no left back there anymore. In fact, the right and left backs don't really get a game. They're on the subs bench for them. So
Interesting. I hadn't paid much attention to that, but I guess you are correct. Ake gets a lot of time.
Guardiola, Diaz, Stones.
Yeah.
These are all centre backs. Even Walker's not a right back. And Walker plays as he plays an inversion, but he plays as a third centre half for them at times. So their full back, Sergio Gomez or whatever, is a left back or full back. He doesn't get in the side. He's always a sub. Rico Lewis who's a right back at heart, always gets in the team, but plays inverted, plays as the extra midfield man. So.
Weird. I wonder if we're going to start imitating that ourselves. I mean, we could, like you said, Van de Ven's definitely got the pace to play left back. Do I want him there instead of center back? I mean, it depends on who we got, I guess. But Adebayo, man, how do I say that? Adebayo in January can cover both center backs. Only 6 months left on his contract, and if I understand correctly, I don't think he's playing much right now for Fulham. So
no, I think he's carrying an injury. I think he's been left out. I think it's got nothing to do with what happened with the Monaco move. I think he's actually carrying an injury. He didn't get his move, but he's carrying an injury now.
That makes more sense. Okay, well, I hope we swoop in for him. Maybe he's changed his mind. If he doesn't want to be here, though, bye, Felicia, because I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Goguma, though, says, so happy to see you, Colin. Saw you live and had to stop by to my Chingu show. Very, very happy to see you. Very nice. Hopefully you can catch more of these in the future because we're on every day, Goguma. Almost every day. But she's spreading her love for Hill and Johnson. Alan Sibley, hi, all. I'm late to the party, but it's okay, Alan, because I'm late to reading the comments. Good to see you, buddy. And Shay Ray's here saying big up Colin Jose. And you see, you come in. That's why you're so loved, Jose. She said, wow, it's great to know, Jose. It's fun to learn this insight about Ange. And yeah, that's you're not quite Adrian with your facts and your knowledge, but you're second place, I'd say.
Neither am I as old as Adrian, so it goes without saying.
Boom, 100%. But Adrian is what, 50, 55? Right?
Adrian's 68.
He's 55. He just had his 55th birthday. All right, guys, real quick. We're gonna get into the results from the prediction table. I know that's what everybody's waiting for, but you've
only got just a few more. You've got like 3 more to get through.
I thought I got through. Okay, sorry, no more popped up.
No, you've got more than you're through the chat.
So yeah, Ben's definitely happier about Spurs. That looks like personal conversation. Sorry about that. January transfer market is not a window to sign a team's best players. It's a sort of window when the selling club are trying to sell their cast-offs at the last minute. That's true, but I mean, if they can help us fill the numbers, if we can get somebody solid,
we bid for Luis Diaz in the winter window, and Liverpool had him earmarked for the summer transfer window. When they knew that we'd bid and we'd met the asking price, Liverpool then jumped the gun and bought him in December, in the winter window, because otherwise he would have come to Tottenham. So therefore, there are players. If we've got a list of players that we want to buy next summer, and we're scouting these players, and we're already talking to their agents because that's legal, you can do that. Can't talk to the player, but you can talk to the agents. And you're tapping at agents, you're speaking to agents already and saying, does your player, if we go for him, do you think you'll come to us? Then this is already going on. And if someone appears to be unhappy at their club, or there's an opportunity to bring that forward from the summer to the winter, then it remains to be seen whether we act on that and do so.
Good point. Very good point. I still don't know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, nobody does. We know that Daniel Levy loves a good deal. We've got a great team in charge of finding these deals, in charge of finding these players. I'm excited to see what scouting we've done and who's available. And I think this January is one to get excited about, if there have been any, just with the fact that we have a manager who scouts from a completely different part of the world. I don't know. Could be cool. Could be fun. I'm excited for it. Gyros Peanut asks, do you think Dyer will see the field even for a minute before January? I do not. I think that he's finished. I mean, unless there's a severe injury to one of the two starters, even then, I mean, then in that case, I do think that he starts. Yeah, but I don't think, barring injury, that he's.
If Udogie's playing right, and one of them centre backs gets injured, then I don't see why they might put Emerson Royale there as an emergency.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
If you want to keep the speed, up, you put Emerson in there. Regardless, you put Emerson in there.
Who's this Aston Villa guy we might be getting as well to help Longa? I haven't heard anything about it, but
neither have I, Daniel Lee. So if you can let us know, it's news to me. I've not seen that news yet.
You're filling us in. You're filling us in on our show. Thank you. So beer talk though, setting morning, guys. Good morning to you, beer talk. Daniel, I hope that we get the guy though. I'm all for this sports science numbers crap. I'm all for it. Bring it on. And then Gyros Peanut says, I heard Adrian was front row for the 1961 double winning side when he was about 30. He was actually 35 at the time. No, I'm just kidding, Adrian. No worries. And Daniel, he says Icardi, that's the guy. That's the guy we need. I had wondered if anybody, that banner doesn't need to be there, but I was wondering, is anybody interested in a really quick keeper West Ham? I'm talking like a really, really quick one. Like, so. Are you serious? We were just talking about doing one. You guys aren't going to believe this. This is somebody calling about doing a quick keeper West Ham. Yeah, we'll absolutely get that done for you. Just 1 second. Gotta keep the opening. Hello, everyone. We're going to make this one very quick. And this is one of those weird ones I told you I was going to try out. One is a Spurs player, was a Spurs player, will always be a Spurs player in our hearts. The other one has nothing to do with Spurs, but which of these two players would you take in their prime at Spurs? It's Mo Salah versus Gareth Bale. Only two of the most prolific wide forward / wingers in the Premier League ever. So yeah, I'm interested to see. Obviously, Salah's goal tallies have been higher, but I think that had Bale stayed, we'd have seen similar, if not better, numbers from Bale. So yeah, just everybody get that in the chat quick, and then we're going to get the prediction results, and then we are going to kind of close out. But yeah, I just like to hear what everyone has to say on this one. I think it's a pretty solid question. It's tough for me. Jose, I think whenever we talked about it a little bit pre-show, I think he said it was easy. So I'm excited to hear Jose's answer. But I definitely think this one gives me a bit of a headache. So yeah, we'll go, and I'll look at the comments here. And first of all, we got Daniel saying he's going to fill us in a second regarding the Aston Villa fellow. Audio Artisan saying Bale over Mo Salah. Wayne Bonner saying no contest, Gareth Bale. And I'm guessing that's keep, right? Yep, keep Bale all day, says Todd Spurs. And Sibley says peak Bale. Beautiful. And yeah, I agree. It was a thing of beauty. Jose, I don't think this is what you were expecting people to say here.
Beer Talk's coming with Bale as well.
Everybody, it's been a clean sweep. Let me throw him back up there just so everybody knows what we're talking about. This is a very quick. Which player would you want for your team in their prime? Ben
saying Bale was frightening.
It's true. It's not a lie. He absolutely was. Absolutely. And you got to think, had he stayed in the Premier League for more of his prime, think about what he could have done. He was already terrorizing teams, could score for fun, give him the ball. That Norwich goal just comes to mind, nothing's on. Just give it to Bale. He'll slap one in from a ridiculous angle and distance. He doesn't care. Imagine him and Prime Kane in a team together. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, Bale's my choice here. But again, I could see Salah and Sonny would be a heck of a twosome. But you put Bale on the right, Sonny on the left, Kane in the middle.
I'm quite surprised. I don't know why, but I'm quite surprised because when you told me that this is the one that we were going to do today, we were changing it, kicking it up, and we were going to do a player from another team, and that. I actually thought to myself, a lot of the people, and I said, hands down, I think people are going to go for Salah.
You did.
I didn't say I was going to go for Salah. I said, hands down, I think people will go for Salah. But I've been pleasantly surprised because you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that have said it so far, and all 6 people have gone for Bale, and that's 7 of you that have gone for Bale. So
to me, it's no contest either. I mean, it's Gareth Bale all day long. Just more power and explosiveness, and I really do think that we were thinking what a treat it would have been to see him those years where he was tearing it up for Madrid. Think of him at Spurs. I mean, it would have been awesome. He would have been doing the same thing just in the Premier League.
The thing is, in prime, we saw in prime, didn't we, when he was at Tottenham? If you want, because he still had years to go. He's still a young man when he left us, and he went on to great things. But we saw so much of what Bale did. Jim's just coming. Jim, who is it? Is it going to be Salah or Bale? Jim from Love Jim.
Jim, what is up, Jim?
Is it Salah or Bale, Jim, for you, mate?
Yeah, you got to pick one in the prime for your team to keep. Who you keeping? Everyone in the chat is pretty sure who they're keeping, but we'd like to hear what you've got to say, my man. Big up to you. Hope you're feeling well today, man. Ben Kaufman.
Salah's a decent player. Salah scores goals. Although in saying that, a lot of these goals he scores are penalties. So when Sonny drew for the top goal scorer, the golden boot, for the top goal scorer, none of Sonny's goals were penalties. None of them. Where Salah had some penalties there as well. So, but Salah scores goals. But from what I saw, Bale could take the game by the scruff of the neck. He could, and he did it. He did it on numerous occasions. He took it by the scruff of the neck. I don't think Salah's that guy that does it. Salah needs others around him. Salah can shine, but needs others around him. Bale just did it. Just went, it's my time to go, and I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play out of the left. I'm going to cut right across the pitch, and I'm going to play where I want. I'm going to take as many players on as I want, and I'm going to smash that ball in the back of the net from whether it be 30 yards out, 25 yards out, 5 yards out. I'm smashing that ball, whatever happens. So yeah, we saw Bale's the person I'm keeping as well.
Sort dinner out.
His knuckling technique was insane. So we know that Jose does not have much longer to go. So we gotta get into our prediction table. But everybody, it seems like we're gonna pick Bale over Salah. Good choice, everybody. I knew that there were no secret scousers hiding in the chat.
Daniel, he provided a comment. So Daniel says we're in advanced talks for Aston Villa's recruitment chief, Rob McKenzie, who used to work at Tottenham before. That's
cool. Bring him in. Bring him in.
Yeah. You got top Spurs agreeing about what Bale did when he left the club.
Big up, absolutely, 100%.
There's Jim. Big up, Colin and Jose. We are winning the league.
Yeah,
and then he's coming with Bale all day long, gents. And Daniel, he said, let's be honest, Salah has been smashing goals in the Premier League for Liverpool from the moment he joined them.
Yeah.
And then we've also got Ben, who states Gareth Bale did it in the Champions League finals, not just in one, multiple finals. It's hands down. Yeah, Ben totally agrees.
We'd have won some trophies. We've been in at least one League Cup final, right? Since Bale left. Imagine he had been there. He's a big game player. That would have been wonderful. It was against Chelsea, if I recall correctly. But guys, we have a prediction table that, as you know, let me get some music going so that everybody knows just about what time it is here. We are kind of slowing down, kind of getting the show starting to end the show because, as you know, as we described earlier, there's a bit of a time difference we're dealing with right now until the 5th of November, so the show's going to be a bit shorter. On that note, we are going to talk about the results of the predictions, the prediction table, and I've got images to put up after week 2. Jose, are you ready for me to put up this week's results?
Yeah, what I will say is that some people didn't join in the second week, so their results, they remain in the league, and their points still remain there. And even though you miss a week, you can still catch up. It's quite easy to catch up. We do the results, we do the predictions on our Friday show. So like that, we get them in nice and early for the weekend, and we've got them locked in. But yeah, by all means, far away, we can have a look at what happened last week.
Yeah, Daniel says, looks like we're copying Villa's recruitment model. Bale over Salah, though, of course. And imagine Bale on the left and Salah on the right. Stop. I got to go to work. Don't do that to me. But let me get this. I got to get a comment out of here. Top Spurs, sorry about your comment, but I'm imagining it, and it's doing bad things to my pants. So we've got week 2's results. You want to take a look there.
So with week 2 results.
Oh, sorry. No, you go ahead. You're better at describing it to me.
With week 2's results, we can see that Kate, Wayne Bonner, Jacob, Jim, Lee Smith, Bobby K, and I think it's Jim as well, didn't partake in the second week, but their scores from the first week still count to the overall league table. We had four new players last week. We had Ian M, Rakesh, Beer Talk, and Josh from Speaking Spurs, who joined last week. So their results have all been locked in. Looking at it, so for last week, you got Top Spurs, Dry Roasted Peanut, and Josh who's Speaking Spurs. We've got 5 correct, not the correct score, but got 5 correct in the way that they went with their scores. You've then got, Colin, you got 3 correct.
Boom.
Oh, I put them down the side. Yes, I can see. Okay, so 3 correct. Then you've had a plethora of people who got 1 correct result and 5 correct predictions the right way, but not the right result. So Chris Meta Football, he got Arsenal Sheffield United bang on 5-0. Ellie got the 2-2 draw between Wolves, bang on. Chris P. Next one with 8 was you've got Rakesh. Rakesh actually scored, got 2 correct predictions. He got 2-1 to Tottenham, and he had the 3-0 for Liverpool.
Oops.
You have, who else have you got there? You have Ian M got 5-0 correct for Arsenal and got the 3-0 Liverpool correct, and then further got another 3 correct correct predictions, but not the result. And the ones in white are where we were completely wrong with the person. So Brighton Fulham was a draw, but no one went for a draw. Everyone's gone for a home win, so that's why the whole of that line is white. And then same as that, Wolves Newcastle. There was only 2 people that got the correct score, so Eddie and Chris. Everyone else had either gone for a home win with a score, an away win with a score, and whatever. But the person that actually trumped last week was yours truly.
It was
1, 2, 3. I got 4 correct predictions, 4 correct results, and 2 that I was off the marker. So I actually ate up ground last week.
So would you like to see the results?
I'm not top, but I ate up ground. So we have a new leader. So the new leader, although there should be 19 places there, we've got 19 teams.
Oh, sorry. It should be, maybe it's cut off by the banner. 1 second here.
So you've got Chris Meta Football.
There
you go. So you've got Chris Meta Football, who's leading the way. So you're 18, we should have, yeah. Chris Meta Football's leading the way, and only above Ellie because of alphabetical order. C becomes before E. Otherwise, you've got Tot Spurs is second with 19, and then you've got a whole 1, 2, 3, 2 of us, so myself and Chris Peters. But although Chris Peters alphabetically comes before me, I've actually got 4 correct predictions to his 3.
Ooh,
so the reason why I'm having my predictions. Nita R is in 6th. Jacob, who didn't play this week, still in 7th. Kate didn't play this week. She's still in 8th. Dry Roasted Peanut has got 11 correct predictions, but not the correct score yet. So he's 9th. Wayne Bonner didn't play last week, so he's still 10th. Ian is the first player that's only played a week. He's in 11th on 9. Bobby K only played the first week and is 12th on 9. Rakesh played this week for the first time, and you'll see that Rakesh is above Beer Talk and Lee Smithy Smith only because he's got 2 correct predictions as opposed to Beer Talks and Smithy's 1 each.
Big up, Rakesh.
Colin's got no correct predictions yet, but 7 correct scores.
Out of the relegation zone, baby.
And then you've got Jim, who only played the first week. And then you've got Josh, who played last week. So the table's growing. There are 18 players there at the moment, which is good.
I'm pulling a Jose, but ×2. I'm really lulling you guys into a false sense of security. Oh, we don't need to worry about Colin. He's not a threat. Boom, I come in and I just smash it this week. So,
like I said, we'll do it again on Friday. We'll do the predictions every Friday. And if you've missed a week, it doesn't really matter because you'll be able to catch up. It's quite easy. You'll be able to catch up.
I heard that on Halloween. Sometimes, hey, Brian Daigle.
Nice Brian. Nice to see you. We look forward to seeing you Friday.
Yes, everybody. The cat's out of the bag. We will be seeing Brian Daigle on this show this coming Friday. And I've heard a scary rumor that around Halloween, Eric Dyer sometimes just pops up. And we got to watch out for Eric Dyer. It's a scary thing. 1 point above. Yeah, exactly. Everybody, somebody's got to be 1 point, 10 points. I'm above relegation, man. That's all that matters for me. I just can't get relegated on my own show. Not this season, at least. But Jim, hope you're doing well, man. Really hope everything's going good with the arm, with everything. Table's looking close. Love it. Yeah, kind of like the Premier League table. Quite a few people all within just a few points of each other.
I think Totspurs, I think you're an absolute brilliant guy. And yeah, you gave it out to me the whole of last week. You gave it to me non-stop. And not just me, you gave it to everybody. You just kept telling us all, how you were top of the league. You were top of the league. So, yeah.
Yeah. And so now though we've got, and let me just double check here. But Chris, yeah, and Chris is I don't know, Jose. I think you're going to win the whole thing. I really do need to start taking betting tips. I'm going to put like a $2 bet every weekend, and I'm going to say, hey, what are the results going to be? I'm going to get your idea. All the money that I make will go into the channel. That's a good idea. We'll have a responsible gambling section on the show where I put in a $2 bet. Yeah, that sounds great. We'll plan that more later. But everyone, that is the points. No, Dyer. Exactly. But yeah, glad you're doing well, man. Glad you're doing well. I'll hit you up. We'll talk on the phone after this because we're special. Get him off that screen call. Please don't do that. Hey, it's not me. That's the thing. It's Halloween. It's something about the spooky season. Eric Dyer disappears.
Is he talking about Dyer or is he talking about me?
I don't know. See, there he goes again. But
it could be one or the other. So
maybe it's me. Maybe he doesn't like beards. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But everybody, I just want to thank you all so much for watching today. I wanted to thank everybody that's participated in the chat to help make this a great show. You guys have been wonderful as per usual. I want to thank our Patreon members. I just want to big up them again. We've got Chris Peters, Wayne Bonner, Soji for God, Maria Williams, or Mia, as she is so much more commonly known around here. Big up to all of you guys. Thank you so much. If you'd like to become a Patreon member yourself, there's the link, patreon.com/talkingball. And do you want to tell them
tomorrow's show is moving till 7 p.m. because Colin doesn't work on a Tuesday, so it makes it easier. And what we've decided is somebody came up with a great idea that our Patreon members, to give back to them, apart from the things we've tried to do anyway, to give back to them, we're going to have the show led by our Patreon members. So whether we're on or not, we'll be in the background. We'll set the show up for them and that. But all your comments and that will be taken on board and will be answered, and everything will be debated by our Patreon members. So we're hoping that we can get all 4 on tomorrow. So the show will be presented by Mia, Soji, Wayne, and Chris Peters. So that's a change of time. So Tuesday, tomorrow, it'll be 7 p.m. that we go on. And it'll be led by our Patreon members. And then we're back to 4 o'clock again on Wednesday. But tomorrow's a special show. It will be the Patreon members. As soon as we've got the banner set up, we'll send it out so everybody can see.
Absolutely. I'll do that right after this. But everybody, thank you again for joining. It's been wonderful, and hope you all have a great Monday, a great start to your week. Kate from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Hey, Kate, good afternoon yourself. We're about ready to head out. We both are busy boys, but just wanted to say thank you for stopping by. Big love, and I hope everything's going well with you. And one more time, everybody, smash that like button if we're top of the league. Let's go. Levy out, and come on, you Spurs. Did we get through all the comments? Jim says, laters, everyone. And says, sorry. Oh, no reason to be sorry. And Alan says, bye. Bye, everyone. And the dogs are saying bye, too. Bye.